Hello, Reformers, and welcome back to Star Wars The Old Republic Sith Inquisitor Edition. Now, when we left off, we had just completed Belsavis and our encounter with Ashar, and now, I have just been told by Magaros that the achievement for completing Belsavis is actually a rather amusing one, so I'm actually quite looking forward to seeing what's going to go on here. And as a result, we are going to be heading into the Sith Inquisitor airlock and taking a look at who is going to be encountering us. Who is it going to be? Well, they're going to be just up here. Ah, no, never mind. Okay, we have to use our personal holo communicator.
Child, thank you again for freeing me. I very nearly finished claiming control of this prison. I've had one of the prison security droids install an upgrade to your ship as a sign of my gratitude. May it help you on your journey.
Oh, very nice indeed. And oh, okay. It appears as though we have a meeting console. I am not entirely sure what that means, but we'll see, no doubt. We will see very soon. Alacrity rating speeds up your activation times and channel times. Okay. Does it also reduce your cooldown? I don't know about that. I'm not entirely sure whether we have cooldown reduction in this game, but I'm sure we will find out as time goes on. And so... Oh, I see. The meeting console is just the intercom. Alright. So, let's interact and see what is up.
I'm finished here. You're looking a lot better, that's for sure.
Papanu Gasavans, lo anes, pose us tauhana.
Hey, we're getting a holo call here. Someone named Moff Pyron.
Oh, I see. The achievement is Mother. Alright. Wait, I don't believe we've actually completed it yet, have we? Not entirely sure. So, oh my. That is actually very, very nice indeed. Look at that. Ashar's War Magazine. Equip. Ship. Missile Bay. Now holds 90 missiles. That is not going to be worth it, is it? That is not going to be worth it by any means. But... nevertheless, it's actually rather cool to think that you can actually do that. Oh, never mind. We actually get all of it. Oh, okay. So I don't even need to choose. That's really cool. See? Best name for an achievement ever. Okay. Yes. My goodness, Mother. Oh, yes. Okay, wait a minute. Ah, they said grats to me. Of course they did. Thank you. And I will say... oh, no, not sad face. Thank you. Smiley face. There we go. And we are now going to be using our ship's holo terminal. So... let's do that.
My lord, Moff Valon Pyron, I've heard much about you. I thought it was time we spoke. I've been watching this conflict between you and Thanaton. I intend to be on the winning side.
Ah, you're calling to kiss my boots. Carry on.
No, I'm calling to give you an opportunity. You lack Imperial connection. But with the proper display of patriotism, you could easily win many of the Moffs to your side.
My loyalty to the Empire is unquestionable. It is my duty to serve.
If only more Sith Lords thought like you. At Thanaton's behest, the Empire recently cut funding on a project called the Silencer. A superweapon capable of disintegrating an entire armada. If an ambitious young Sith were to see the weapon to completion and then test fire it on a Republic fleet, he would be well regarded.
I'm guessing it takes more than sheer desire to complete this weapon.
You're right. A special sensor chip, the CN-12, is required. The chip is only built on Nar Shaddaa. It's illegal in the Republic. In the Empire, it's... well, we don't use it lightly. But I understand your little cult on Nar Shaddaa has moved into electronic weaponry and is now the chief supplier of these chips.
I will consult my cult and see what we can do for you.
I'm pleased to hear it. Now, if you'll excuse me, I have this business of the war to attend to.
You are excused. Ah, yes, very well. Okay, so we are going to be heading on to Nar Shaddaa. However, I do believe we are actually going to be speaking to our companions. One of you did mention that in the comments section. So we are going to be speaking to Talos first, and then we'll be heading on to Kemval, and I'm not entirely sure whether Andronicus is available to be spoken to, because I feel like that is Imperial Fleet Command. So instead we'll speak to Talos first.
I just wanted to thank you again for having me along. I'm honored to work with someone of your expertise. The archaeological pursuits of the Sith and Empire have been separate for too long. It is our common history. We have a shared duty to unearth it.
Sith rarely seek knowledge for its own sake. Your purity is refreshing.
I wouldn't consider myself purer than anyone else in my line of work. I'm honored to do what I do. From the depths of the ground, history calls us to save it from obscurity. I do my best to answer that call. I can tell you do the same. You remind me of my old mentor, Orsilio Gan.
I'll take that as a compliment.
Oh, I meant it as a compliment. He was the best there ever was. But what am I doing talking when there's work to be done? As we say in the service, the dead aren't getting any younger.
No, that is very true. Goodness me. Okay, so we are gaining a little bit of experience for that, and we will now be heading on to Kemval. It's been a while since we've actually spoken to him, so I feel it is most likely going to be worth it, because of course Zash is within him as well.
Ponu insaka wesan fram. Ipsik erbai kudana, jaus erbai rojandan, in bise wisdai.
I'm not familiar with In or Chebosh.
Siklaika, redaika ja, wajufna ja katarhida. Mat insok ja, himan kudana, ja ayun pro kumana. Pai power juice, ja af apidun, pata ja sungadras.
Continue to follow me, and I promise those days will return.
Insok ja, himan kundana da ayu pro. Und in amagas kapana, warpan himinam arpai bohav nona.
Ooh, very nice. Okay, so that is it, I do believe. I was actually expecting us to be able to be speaking to one of the other companions as well, but I suppose Ashara has nothing to say, and Zash, of course, has nothing to say, Andronicus has nothing to say either. So, without further ado, we are going to be heading on to Nar Shaddaa, which is just over here. Please do not take me to Quesh. No, please no. That is not where I want to go. Voss is our next stop, I do believe, after Nar Shaddaa as well. So let's head on over here. I'm thinking we're probably... Yes, we are going to be visiting our cult. Now, the one thing that I have always said about Nar Shaddaa is that it is, in my opinion, the worst when it comes to transportation. Because, of course, we have to use speeders almost all the time to get anywhere. So this is going to be a little bit painful, and I'm probably going to have to cut away many times, and I'll probably take 20 minutes to get where I need to go. So let's just see how well that goes, and we'll actually see where we start. Obviously we're going to be at the spaceport, but where do we need to go? That is indeed the issue. And so I think I will probably be cutting away right now, and I will see you very soon. Okay, so we have arrived at our cult's base. Thankfully enough, it did not take me 20 minutes as I previously thought, but we will now be entering, and we will be interacting with our cult, and we'll see what they say.
You've returned to us. My lord, the great dragon. We'll tell Masters Riley and Destris you're here.
We hope you'll be proud of the work we've done.
Yes, my lord. We practically own the streets.
My lord, good to see you again.
Hope you like what we've done with the place. What can old Riley and Destris do for you?
I understand you've been busy since I saw you last. I'm interested in the CN-12.
CN-12, huh? Funny you should mention it. We wanted to build your cult up into something big, see? And we picked the CN-12 to do it.
It's a real crazy technology, and it just happens some of the members worked on an early prototype called the Death Mark.
We saw an opening, and there you have it. It was all dandy until a mucker called the Veil got involved. He's blasted our supply chain to pieces, and he controls the CN-12 market now.
No one interferes with my cult.
Well, maybe you can teach him a lesson. We're sore out of luck. He's not easy to get at. Holes up in Shadow Town. And he made it clear he only wants to meet with the boss. We, didn't think that was really an option.
For the leader of this cult, I certainly am kept in the dark on a lot of things.
I'm sorry, my lord. We won't let it happen again. Good luck.
I do not require luck, I only require obedience. Oh, yes. So, we are now going to be heading on over to the Veil. And we are going to be taking on, well, him, I suppose. If it's a guy, I don't actually know. But we'll see. We will indeed see. I do believe it is a guy, yes it is. So, let's see here. Oh, that's exactly what I mean. Nar Shaddaa, everyone. It is the Speeder Central planet. That is basically what it is. It is a network of speeder links, and that is it. Of course, it is the gambling planet as well, so I suppose they do want to drain you dry when it comes to your credits and so on. So, let us head over to the taxi, and we are going to be heading on to the Duros sector.
Have a safe and pleasant stay.
Okay, so we've come to where the Veil is, in the Duros sector, and we are now going to be entering the Sith Inquisitor phase. Now, do bear in mind we are going to be heading up the elevator. Veil's safe house. Not too safe, is it? It's called a safe house, but not really very safe, is it? We'll see how safe it is for him. Yeah, not too safe at all.
I'm here as requested. Which one of you is the Veil?
I am the Veil.
No, I am the Veil.
No, it is me. I am the Veil.
Actually, none of us are the Veil.
Because all of us are the Veil.
Still, we are all very glad to make your acquaintance, Cult Master.
It's a pleasure to make yours. I understand you have the CN-12.
You want the CN-12?
Everyone wants the CN-12.
But few are willing to pay the price.
The streets of Nar Shaddaa only have room for one true voice.
Give us control of your cult, and we will give you the CN-12.
I could just kill you one at a time until one of you agrees to give me the CN-12.
Hear us out.
The lowlifes that run your cult are brutal enough, but they lack vision.
Why settle for a cult, when you can have an empire?
Our resources extend beyond the CN-12. Armies need weapons, ships need engines.
What does your cult provide you now? Donations? Artifacts?
We offer that and more. Our reach extends across the galaxy.
Simply send a signal from one of these devices, and our servants will come to your aid anywhere in the galaxy, not just on Nar Shaddaa.
This is actually a very interesting proposal, and I'm not too sure what we should go for, because they seem to have a rather, shall we say, extravagant vision of what they are capable of, and they are no doubt going to be giving us something that will summon their minions to help us when we require it. However, do we require it?
You will give me the CN-12, and you will serve me.
We will give you the CN-12.
We will serve you.
Please, Let us join your cult.
I wish I had thought of it myself.
Thank you, my lord.
Here is the CN-12. We assure you, you will not regret this.
And there it is. Okay, so using Force Persuade, I think, was probably the correct decision. Although, if we had agreed, they probably would have... They would have given us that item, and we would have been able to summon help wherever we desired it.
That looks like it hurt.
And... They would have taken control of our cult as a result. So, not too sure about that, to be honest. I feel as though it's very good to keep control, and they could become one of our more powerful lieutenants, perhaps. I feel as though that is probably a better idea than allowing them full control, or at least maybe 60-40 control of our cult itself. So, yes, and I don't really want to kill them because they did have the audacity and the power itself to be able to even disrupt our operations, well, in this area. So, yes. Nevertheless, I will be cutting away for the speeder ride. It will take a little bit of time for us to get back to our cult, and I will see you there. Okay, so we've returned back to our cult's location, and we are now going to be heading into the zone at Strel House and seeing what Destrus and Riley make of our efforts.
My lord, how did the meeting with the Veil go?
The Veil was 3 people, but I made them see reason.
3 people? Who would have thought? Stick around as long as you like. The members are happy to have you here.
Stay as long as you like, my lord. We are always happy to have you among us.
And that is it. Wow, that was actually relatively quick, wasn't it? Okay, very nice indeed. So we can now head back to the spaceport. There we are. Found it. Excellent. I was looking for it rather considerably on the quick travel menu there. Goodness me. Yes, that took a bit of time, did it not? Yes. So, yeah, we just need to head back to our ship now, and we will be interacting with the Hollow Terminal, and then... we will, I suppose, be speaking to Moff Pyron, perhaps? Maybe. Maybe that will be the fellow anyway. So let us move over here. I actually think that it is this way. Please let me say I'm going the right way. Am I? Wait, it's this one. No, that's the Imperial... No! The Imperial Agent Hangar, of course. And there's the Sith Inquisitor. Okay, so I went a little bit wrong there, but no worries about that too much. And there is our ship in the hangar. Very nice indeed. And we are now back on our ship, and we're about to interact with the Hollow Terminal.
My lord, you're very efficient. I promised you my respect and support, but you have also gained my admiration. I trust you've heard the bad news. Darth Thanaton's superior on the Dark Council died mysteriously. Darth Thanaton has succeeded him.
His insistence on killing me has made one thing clear. Turning back is not an option.
I admire your determination, but I don't know how the other Moffs will feel about opposing one of the galaxy's 12 most powerful Sith. Now, more than ever, the silencer must be completed, and you must take the credit. The Moffs must see the true future of the Sith Empire.
Let me know when the weapon is completed. I will fire it myself.
I will contact you when the weapon is ready for demonstration. Good luck, my lord.
My lord, the Belsavis machine. It's made you better, but it wasn't enough to drive the voices from your head, was it?
It doesn't matter. I've gotten used to it.
Zash is indisposed at the moment, but we still have the writings of Darth Vilus. We should go to Voss. Your body is cured, but Master Ryan always said a Jedi's mind must be whole. It's the same for a Sith. You can't face Thanaton until you can control the dead you've bound.
That is very true, but 209,000 experience points may actually help us out a little bit as well. So let's just take a look here. What are we going to be using? I am not entirely sure. All of these are a little bit strange because they do not give any willpower, so I'm a little bit at odds at what to take. I think this is probably going to be the only one we should probably take. That gives alacrity and so on. And I do believe we can now travel to Voss, and there is level 46. We are almost level 50 already. It seems like just yesterday we started, but maybe that's just me. That probably is just me. I have taken quite a long time. Have I not? Yes, I have. So, let's move over to Voss, where we can partake in the Visions and Visionaries mission. Oh, we can use our ship's intercom as well. I do appreciate that. I actually do like talking to the crew quite a bit.
We've arrived at the space station. From here we can get transport to Voss. Let's figure out what we're doing.
Voss? Who ever heard of such a place? You are going crazy.
I can't believe you think you can chase us away with some mythical healing ritual.
You think you're the puppeteer, but you're just the puppet.
Surely you can find more productive things to do than annoy me.
Sounds like things are getting worse up there. Hope we find this cure soon.
You've been strong, but until you control these ghosts, they're of no use to you. I've been studying Darth Vilus's journals. It seems Vilus also found himself with unwanted tenants, and came here to Voss for a cure.
What was he after? Some kind of ritual?
So it would appear. Voss is a recent and strange discovery. A utopia built around a group of Force users called Mystics. The Mystics aren't Sith or Jedi, though. For them, the Force is a conduit of healing and sometimes visions. Rituals that manipulate the Force are rare and often forbidden.
It means the cure I'm looking for is likely also forbidden.
If we're to believe Vilus's writings, yes. Doubtless, one of the mystic visions led to this ritual being... Stop!
Nibasai kabarada ayu papro ni magkasivan.
Was wondering when you'd show up again.
After I'm healed, you're next, Ken. I promise.
From the Bulao, Matida White.
Notes say to talk to someone called Athelis Callus. Supposed to be researching the Voss. Guess we should start there.
Very well. So, let us now move on and exit our ship to Voss. And that will then take us over to Athelis, who we will then speak to, of course. So, let us exit and take our first look at Voss. No doubt. Ah, there we go. It actually looks a lot like Earth, from what I can tell right there. Very... oh, maybe not. Okay, seems it's constantly autumn here. Alright. Absorb rating reduces the amount of damage you suffer when you absorb an attack with your personal shield generator. Okay. That is obviously for a tanking build. We currently do not have one of those, of course. We just want to deal as much damage as we can and eliminate our opposition immediately. Or as fast as we can, anyway.
The revered mystic visionary Alarwan has seen your path. A vision says you will bring destruction to the Voss way of life. Turn back.
You'll hardly notice I'm here, I assure you.
Outsiders are often confused. We ask once more, leave Voss be.
I too have seen the truth. I must complete my mission on Voss.
Outsiders do not receive visions. The revered mystic visionary Alarwan has seen that we must not use force to dissuade you. You will not destroy Voss. There are other means of persuasion.
There are other means of persuasion. Well, we will soon see what those may be, but for now, I am going to be ending this episode off here. And next time on Star Wars, The Old Republic, Sith Inquisitor Edition, we are going to be speaking to Athelas Callus and making our way down to the surface by the looks of things. We are on the orbital station still. And so, I thank you very much for watching, and I will see you next time.